Today we'll be doing a review of the TAPP Airsoft AAP-01 hybrid lower that just came out in February 2025. Now this product comes with this plain plastic bag for protection. You might get a few stickers, a couple patches. What's most notable is the inclusion of an extra gasket, extra feed lips, and an extra burst disc. Now, installation of parts in this lower is extremely easy because the internals are the same dimensions of the stock AAP-01, which means it's compatible with just about any internal aftermarket part that you have. Bolt will not lock back when it is empty, so if you want to lock the bolt back, you just hold it up, pull the trigger, and it will lock back that way. This is the first of its kind on the market that I'm aware of. CTM is releasing theirs according to their latest announcement in February 2025. They're going to be having an M4 adapter instead of an ARP9 magazine adapter. It's also confirmed that 2 other companies at least are in the process of developing their own lower frame HPA systems. So I'm excited to see what the future holds for the AAP market. As a disclaimer, I did not purchase this. TAPP sent me this one to do testing with, and I am making a report as well as a video here for you guys to see the results of my tests. I'm going to install, and it's leaking. So I installed the air with the bolt locked back. There's a little bit of leak at first, and then it just kind of stopped. And I don't hear anything else. So one thing to note, the magazine is loose. Yeah, see, it's not feeding. Now it feeds poorly. Okay. Now the lower is 3D printed with nylon 12 filament. This specific one is an optional black Cerakote on the end. However, the texture of mine felt very rough and fuzzy. I reached out to TAPP to ask them. Normally they do a post polish after they Cerakote, which would make it not as fuzzy to the hands. So for some reason they decided not to do that with this one here. Overall, the material is kind of rough to the touch, and it makes it, in my opinion, feel like it's unfinished and more of a prototype rather than a finished product. They have the burst disc at the bottom there, the magazine feeding, and the BB retention clip there. Now, my experience with this has not been the most positive. When I first connected the HPA line to the system, cycled the gun completely and then proceeded to leak. I did this 2 times just because I want to make sure it wasn't a fluke the first time. The second time it happened, I quickly stopped it because I only have a little bit of air left in my tank, and I wanted to make sure that I was able to complete testing to do this video. This is a major safety concern in my eyes because let's say that there is a BB in the chamber, as you can see right there, which was left from the last time I was using it, and I connect the air hose. It's gonna shoot that BB out. Install. So that could potentially cause some serious harm to people and or property. So I think that needs to be addressed. So I'm not sure if that's just happening with this specific one, but there was no warnings about this or any instructions whatsoever. Alright, we have a BB in the chamber. I am now going to connect the air. And as you can see, it just shot out. that BB. Now let's look at the actual ergonomics of this product, ignoring the feel of the material because of the non-polished finish after they Cerakoted. Let's focus on the actual shape of the handle. If you have a Hefe airsoft patch, you can use this for reference. When I go to grab this, it is very uncomfortable. Specifically these edges here, they dig right into my hand. So normally when I go to hold any gun, whether it's real or airsoft, I grip it so there is no space between my hand and the gun. So that's what space would look like. So I try to grip it as high up as possible. Now, if you look at my hands, there's pressure being applied. And if I lift it up, you can see this edge here goes directly into my hand, into my finger. So this is not comfortable. If I hold it like this down here, that is more comfortable, but it feels kind of awkward. And as you can see, there's a lot of space. So you're not really holding the gun properly. And it also affects the way you pull the trigger. One thing I do like though is this space here. I don't think it looks very good, but I think it's very comfortable to have my thumb rest there. I also like the shape of the trigger guard. I think it looks very cool, very futuristic and appealing, and there's a lot of space in there. So if you're using gloves, you're not going to have an issue using this. I was using a PTS AAP-01 magazine to test with this. As you can see, it goes in, it clicks and locks into place. You can hear the click as it engages with the magwell. However, it doesn't quite fit. There's about 2 or 3 millimeters of play. As you can see, I marked it with this dot. So that play actually does not allow the BBs to properly feed. Now I let TAPP know about this issue. They had me do some measurements, and they're going to be sending me an updated magazine release, including the updated magazine release in all of their lowers. However, they've already released this product, so they've sold some where this is not included. So if you do run AAP-01 mags and you do have this, then please reach out to TAPP, and I'm sure they will send you the correct parts. Despite the initial excitement surrounding the release of this new product, it seems there are already some issues emerging. All in all, I'm underwhelmed with this product. In my opinion, it appears to be rushed and unfinished. After my initial testing, I was disappointed with the build quality, the presentation, and the ergonomic flaws of this product. For the price point of $200 at the time of this video being filmed, the major ergonomic flaws of the grip make it hard to use comfortably. A lack of compatibility is disappointing and adds an extra step for consumers who just want a simple plug-and-play solution. And upon connection of the HPA line is a safety concern. Despite these shortcomings, I commend TAPP on their customer service. They were quick to respond to my inquiries during this process and answer any of my questions. I will continue to test and provide updates as necessary. Thank you for watching.